To Live with Miami's Community News, South Florida's #1 source for local stories. I'm Michael Miller, bringing people together and sharing the voices, events, and connections that shape our community.
You did this morning, that event. Tell everybody about it. What's next? What do we have to do?
Hey, thank you for joining us today. We're going to be talking about something that is important for everybody that lives in South Florida, and that's about air conditioning and keeping the temperature where we can deal with it. Ernie, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you.
Name of your company is HVAC Providers.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about a lot of things today, but let's talk about the air conditioners, all right, and this product that you brought up here today, how you're going to save people a lot of time, because I was telling you earlier, about 60% of the time that we call an air conditioning guy, it's because the water that is generated because of the condensation from the air conditioner is not making its way where it's supposed to.
That is correct. That is correct.
And we're always looking for solutions. So I know everybody's got this problem, because if you have water moving through there, we've got it. So tell us about this product.
Yes. Well, again, thank you for having me here, Michael Miller. This is our 24th show that we've been here, and it's amazing because our viewers, right, and customers really appreciate having all this latest and greatest information. And I want to thank you, Michael Miller, of course, and your brother Grant, and Miami Community's paper for having us always here at the show.
Our pleasure.
And yes, we have a very new product called the iFlow Pro. Okay. First of all, I want to start by saying that there are two different products with the same name. There's one called the iFlow and the iFlow Pro. The iFlow, you could get it at any Home Depot, anywhere out there in the retail market, and that is the retail version of this product. What I'm here to show you today is the iFlow Pro version. This version is only available to contractors, right, that are trained and certified by us to install this in your house. And what it does, basically, it maintains your drain lines clear and free of those enzymes, right, that accumulate and they clog up that line, because like you said at the beginning, that's the #1 problem we have in AC units, right? Because what happens is we have condensation, right, where the water starts to go down that PVC pipe, but it has no pressure. So what happens is these sediments, right, start to build up on the pipe. It's like having cholesterol in your blood veins, right? If you have cholesterol, you start blocking your blood, right, to flow through.
Right.
So for us, with this product, it has a special chemical where it breaks those walls, right, of those enzymes I have created and block that water from flowing through. Again, in the drain lines, we have no water pressure. So that
it's just gravity.
It's just,
if you're lucky.
It's just gravity, right? So if it that calcium and all that stuff starts to build up in the water lines and it clogs them, okay? So this product basically has a piece that goes outside the unit. We drain, we drill a hole through the outside of the unit to inside, and we actually treat your drain pan where all that sediment starts to
it goes from the coils, it drops down to the drain pan, and then it drains somehow through this pipe to wherever it's going.
Exactly.
To the neighbor's house.
Right. To the pebbles in the ground, that's where your drain is supposed to go to. But yes, basically that's what it does. The chemical it will last you for 6 months. It has a QR code, so therefore the professional version can only be bought through us, through one of our dealers. So that's the idea, to get contractors, right, to believe in this product, to offer them as a maintenance solution to their customers.
So this is something that's attached to the air conditioning unit. You take that the bottle, you put it in there upside down. It stays in the pan, and as it drains out of the pan, it replenishes it.
Exactly, and it replenishes for 6 months. We have a little view here on our website under iFlow Pro, if you could bring that up.
So, Ernie, if somebody wants to reach you on your website, what is that address?
That's hvacproviders.com, and there they could find our iFlow product, which we offer, right? An amazing product where we train and certify contractors, and you become our dealer. Also, if you want to become a contractor, right, and start in this trade and learn the ropes in this business, go to our website under level5hvac.com. Even if you're never studied HVAC before and you want to learn, that's the website, level5hvac.com. And if you want more information, you can call me at my cell number, 305-879-2994.
Terrific. Thank you, Ernie. So
Yes.
people understand the air conditioner sucks up the air.
Right.
And when it's sucking up the air, whatever's in the air is there.
It's there. It's going to take it in upside that coil. You have to put in a good filter. But then what happens is you have condensation where water's going to, we pick up, right, the heat from the house. Evaporator's cold, so that creates the condensation. That's why we have water in the evaporator. That water goes into a drain pan, and basically this formula treats that drain pan for it not to get clogged on the drain line.
Why should somebody do this rather than putting in a tablespoon or whatever of Clorox?
It's not recommendable. Remember, that's going to stay inside your house, and you're breathing then that Clorox. So it's not designed for that.
Yep.
It's not made for that. Normally, the right way to do it is call a tech, right? They'll come out, flush it with nitrogen, right? Treat the pan, because what we do have other solutions, which are drain tablets, right? That's what we used in the past.
Yeah.
So every month, right, to maintain the unit, we would put 2 drain tablets in there, and that would work like chlorine, right? A safety solution, right? And that would eliminate that clogging. But now we have an actual chemical that goes in there, and it does the job.
So when we look at our drain pan, sometimes there's water in it, sometimes there's not. Is there supposed to be a maximum level of water that's in there?
Yes, you're always going to have water accumulated in there.
Okay.
And that's why we need to have a safety switch, because once that water doesn't come out, it's going to start overflowing in your pan, and it's going to overflow into your home. And that's why we have a safety switch in there to prevent
Safety
that.
switch goes in. Sometimes I've seen it. We have one that has 2. The
Right,
top
2
one and the bottom one.
one, correct. Because if the first one fails and it falls the water in the drain pan, then the water that falls in the drain pan is going to level up before it falls on the floor. So that second one is just our secondary float switch.
Okay.
That's going to
All right,
prevent
so
it.
we have this product. People can. Where can people get that?
Definitely. If you want to become a dealer, you can call hvacproviders.com on our website, or you can call me at 305-879-2994. And we are going to be having a class soon where we're going to train and certify the contractors are licensed to come and take the training so they could install this product.
And speaking of training, so
Yes.
you have a school. You're teaching people of all ages, all right?
Yes.
To become certified in air conditioning installations.
Yes.
I got that right?
Yep, that is correct.
Have there been any women yet?
Yes, absolutely. Well, in the past, we remember we used to deal with the FIU program,
Yes.
where we have a couple of women in our program. And side by side with me, we have my stepdaughter, which she knew nothing about HVAC, and she's now my right hand, right? So we train and certify.
We know as a judge. Hey, Emily, why don't we put the camera on the 2 of you over there? So this is the new camera. Where is she? Emily's going to be up in here in a second. Where is she? She's coming up.
And so basically, we train and certify students now that want to join our industry to become in the future contractors and be able to learn about all these new innovations and be able to service and repair units.
Okay. Do we have it yet? No, not yet.
Not
Emily's
yet.
not
That's okay.
talking. She's going to. All right. So young people and older people can take your class. Tell us
Yes.
about the classes.
Yes, so that's Level 5 HVAC. We have a course available every Saturdays. We have a boot camp class, which is an amazing class. We start at 9 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon. We have 3 back-to-back classes, 2 hours each course, and these are courses that will give you a certification in a matter of 8 to 10 weeks, that you come on every Saturday for 2 to 3 hours on a Saturday, 8 weeks, and you get yourself a certification.
And what does this certificate allow them to do besides opening a door?
Well, with the certificate, one of the classes we have is the EPA class, which is the Environmental Protection Agency that regulates the refrigerant and handling of the refrigerants. So we have a class from 11:30 to 1:30, which certifies them having their universal certificate to be able to buy refrigerant, handle refrigerant, and be able to work with it. That's one of the certifications we offer right now.
And you have another certificate where it's a little bit longer class. So tell us about that.
Yes, and Monday, Wednesdays, we have a program from NCCR. It's a more professional, more in-depth program for those that are already in the trade and they want to enhance their skills, or they perhaps work for the county. Again, if you work for the county and you want to enhance your skills, get a better pay, this is the opportunity to do it, because they'll pay you to come to our school and you get the certificates, and of course you get a pay raise.
You know, sometimes people poo-poo certificates, but that's not the case at all.
No.
All right, it says I've taken this class, I'm qualified enough that when I took it and I passed it and I have that certainly opens doors.
Absolutely.
So we know when we Emily, who's producing the show, she went to FIU, graduated from there. We have somebody from Miami-Dade graduated from there. We
There
know
you
if they have this schooling
Right,
ahead
right.
of time, when they walk into the potential employment,
Right.
that we feel good about it.
Right,
So-
right. And believe it or not, the owners like students, right, that come right out of school because they have no bad habits, right? They have nothing in the past that they've learned or they've worked with. So basically, you mold them and you train them, in your way.
Emily's sort of molding us, but it's okay. So let's talk about, there's a home show coming up pretty soon. Tell us about the home show.
Yeah, we're excited because every year for the past 13, 15 years, we've done the home show. The Fort Lauderdale Home and Remodeling Show, it's happening this weekend. But we started this venture back about 15 years ago when they used to do the home show in Miami Beach. And Adam Case, it's a very good friend of mine. He runs a great show, has amazing vendors, works at this every day, every night. So it is a very successful show.
And people can go up there, and ladies, go without your husband. Just take the pictures and stuff you want, take the brochures and take them home and work them.
Yes.
All right? And work them.
Yep. Just stroll those aisles and pick up as many brochures as you can and just put in your orders.
Yeah. And one of the things we recognize when we go and we can visually, we can see this stuff and see visual presentation, it allows us to take that home with us and say, oh, here's what could happen.
Right. This is how it'll look in my house.
Yes.
Right.
And so in November, the show is going to be here
In Miami.
In Miami,
Right.
at the Youth Fair site.
In October. Late October, I think it is.
Wait, so is that in November or February? Or is that in November? It's coming up.
It's coming up, yeah.
But in the meanwhile, right now, this weekend.
This weekend.
Right, in Fort Lauderdale, that's at the Fort Lauderdale
Convention Center.
Convention Center. They can go
Yes.
online, they can get some tickets online, or they can go to
They could buy tickets online or they could buy it in person. Ample parking lot. We have plenty of products, vendors. We're there with our booth on aisle 1200, displaying our small duct high velocity systems and
Tell us
our iFlow Pro product.
So let's talk about that high velocity
Yes.
system. But tell us about it.
Small duct high velocity is another innovative product that I brought into the market here to South Florida. And basically it's used where you don't have space in the attic. So a lot of people just put mini splits all over the place because they're ductless, right? Because they don't occupy space right in the attic. But there's another way of doing this, having mechanical equipment and eliminating these wall-hung units in a fancy home.
Yeah.
So these small duct high-velocity units, they have an air handler that goes contained either on a closet space or in the attic, and then we run out with our main ducts being maybe 7, 8, 9 inches round or square. If it's square, we're going to have like a 4 by 12.
Is there an outside unit, or everything is it?
If we have an inside unit and an outdoor unit, right?
Yeah.
And we'll create a small soffit, right, with the ductwork running in there. It could be round or square. And then we branch out with 2-inch ducts. So basically, we can go in between wall partitions. We can come in through the ceiling, through the floor. They're like snakes going out everywhere.
And that's made for a smaller thing, not like a traditional air conditioner. That you have to have a pretty big mouth on it in order to move that air.
Exactly. This is designed to move air with that size. What's happening is now they're building homes with high walls, low ceiling space, and they're trying to fit in these big, bulky ductwork, right, into where they don't fit. What happens is they start to sweat, and then they create mold. So the right design and the right units and the right
And what sizes
product.
are those in the language that we can all understand?
Sure, they come from 2-ton to 5-ton. They're for residential homes, but we could do homes as big as 20, 30,000 square feet because all we have to do is just put multiple systems. into the house to meet that
And what
demand.
about typically when people think they have a small ductwork that it's really noisy as the air whooshes through? That's not the case then.
That is not the case. And good question, Michael, because on that end, we have something called a sound attenuator. Actually, they're very good for recording studios. This product has like a muffler type at the end. Where we do our training, we actually get a horn from a boat, right? And we blow on it on one, and we take someone's ear, and nobody wants to volunteer until I slap out $100 bill. Then I happen to have a volunteer. But at the very end, it muffles the sound. It's called a sound attenuator. So basically, you don't hear it, you don't see it, and you don't feel it. It just feels very cold and dry because we move air constantly 100%, removing 30% more humidity than any conventional system.
Okay, and you're very busy in your life. You got the home show that's going on there. You have the school. You have the different products. You sell a wholesale to
Contractors.
the contractors.
Yes.
Let's talk about the Cutler Bay Business Association. All right, you're the president down there, up there, depending on where we're located.
Yes.
So tell us about the last thing that happened and upcoming things.
Sure. So Cutler Bay Business Association, we support local business owners down in Cutler Bay, looking to either start a business down there or perhaps want to increase their business. We have meetings going on periodically. We just had one at Mercedes-Benz at Cutler Bay, which was an amazing event. We had Chamber South and also a group of networkers that do business networkers that were there. We had over 175 guests that participated.
That's a big deal.
And we all networked, and it was amazing show.
It was great to see Mercedes-Benz do that. They're very cordial like that.
Yes, we want to thank them for being our host and hosting our event.
Yeah, and right across the street is going to be the new mall that's being built. It's starting
right.
with the apartments.
That's
I
right.
understand.
That's right. That's going
And
to
at
be
some point in the next couple of 5 years, it's going to be a huge town center. It's going to have lots of apartments there. There's going to be places where people from upstairs can shop downstairs.
Right.
Hopefully, there'll be a walkover, from both sides of the highway. And there's going to be 60,000 square feet of medical offices. I don't know if that means a hospital or just medical offices, but I sense there'll be some really big hospital names that we all recognize.
Yep.
And so, Cutler Ridge is finally reached
coming alive.
Yes, finally. But that struggles with a lot of different areas. But we're so glad that those folks are doing that.
Yep, and actually down 112 Avenue and 216th Street, we used to have ripped up houses and they look horrible. If you drive down that avenue now, you'll see homes that are being renovated and new homes being built. So I'll say one thing, that right now, if you really want to take advantage and either start a new business or buy a new property that's going to gain value, I recommend you to come to Cutler Bay and check it out.
By the way, they're celebrating their 20th anniversary. We're doing a special
Yes.
section come in the next couple of months. And it seems like it was just yesterday, but it's really 20 years old. They've got a great team of elected officials.
Yes.
City manager's pretty good down there, Ralph.
Yes.
All right, doing a
Ralph
great
Casals,
job.
our great friend.
Yes,
Mhm.
and really wonderful thing. They're getting ready to start work on the 16 acres.
Right.
Which City Hall is going to move there, and they're going to have 5 acres for City Hall and the police, and the rest is going to be, for the most part, park space where you'll be able to do the things that you want with your kids or jogging or whatever it happens to be.
Right. Wow. We have a lot of great topics we spoke about today. And also Homestead is growing amazingly.
Yeah.
My business is down in Homestead area. And that area is also booming up with apartment buildings. Again, the South is really kicking.
And I know you're going to get a lot of business and
Yes.
a lot of smiles. So if people want to go to your website, what's your website address?
My website is www.hvacproviders.com. Our school website is level5hvac.com. And again, if you want to know any more information about this product, please give me a call at 305-879-2994. And want to thank all our listeners and share this information. This is the industry show, right? That we've brought
Yes.
a whole lot of everything here to you guys. So thank you, Michael.
Ernie Gomez, thank you very much.
It's
for
my
being
pleasure
here.
always
And we're
being
gonna look
here.
over this camera right over there, folks.
Thank you.
Here's a new one for you. There's a thing called the Disney rule. The Disney rule is when you hug somebody, you can't let go until they do. Try it tonight. See you.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye now.
Love it.